At the turn of the century, motion pictures began to compete with live performances. Motion pictures first came to Lewiston in 1899 when Grosstein and Bernard's Opera House hosted W.T. Mason's moving picture exhibition, which featured footage of Idaho volunteers during the Spanish-American War, accompanied by an orchestra. Short moving pictures soon evolved into longer, more complex films. Edwin S. Porter, a former Edison cameraman, developed a technique called parallel editing that showed viewers scenes happening simultaneously but in different places. Using this technique, Porter directed The Great Train Robbery in 1903, the first film to tell a story. It was an instant success and was shown in a tent on Main Street in Lewiston. Isaac Bernard had become quite the keen businessman by the time the silent film era in the early 1900s. He leased a space in the storefront of E.F. Barnum and Marcus Scoville and opened up the Unique in 1904, Lewiston's first movie theater. Motion pictures were becoming a serious competitor for a traditional vaudeville act. Now both were available in Lewiston thanks to Bernard. He charged 10 cents to see the opening film, London Life-Saving Team in Action. That night, Mrs. Barnum herself sang to the illustrated film slides as she stood beside the screen. The Unique continued to book vaudeville shows in tandem with films and also kept up with Bernard's feud with the Masons over who had the best shows in town. Touring companies were still popular, but the competition with film would prove futile, for there was no competition when it came to real actors and actors on the celluloid strip. The spools of the celluloid are easier and cheaper to ship from town to town, and actors' egos didn't come with them. Numerous Nickelodeons, so-called because they charged a nickel, opened throughout the town in tents in spaces leased from stores and restaurants. All one needed to show a film was a projector, a sheet, and a space for an audience. Most of the Nickelodeons were short-lived. Lewiston's first dedicated film theater, the Theatorium, was built in 1912 by William D. Buford. Bernard managed the new theater, along with several others throughout his career, including the Grand and the Temple. In 1917, the 500-seat Paramount Theater, later renamed the Rex, opened near the corner of 5th and Main next to the Raymond Hotel. Bernard added improvements to every theater under his management. His crowning glory, though, would come with the announcement to build a 1,200-seat movie theater at 611 Main Street in downtown Lewiston, in the old Beehive building, and he called it the Liberty. It was lavish, with a stage still large enough for vaudeville acts, and with all the latest technology.